like the music in this world. Hello everybody, Aaron the Nintintrovert here, and welcome back to part 2 of our Spyro the Dragon playthrough. In this episode, we'll be playing through Spyro the Dragon for the second time. Hence why it's called Spyro the Dragon Playthrough Part 2. You know, it's pretty self-explanatory. I try to have titles that just get straight to the point. Anyway, without further ado, let's just hop right into it. I'm Aaron, and yeah, we are playing more Spyro. We just rescued Titan. Let's see what he has to tell us.
Welcome to Peacekeepers. Look how our treasure has been stolen.
He's got a very masculine voice. Welcome to Peacekeepers.
Recover our treasure, Spyro.
I have so much Giga Chad energy. I am just raging with testosterone. Okay, yeah, so this world, Peacekeepers, is it's pretty neat. It's it's kind of this canyony desert sort of environment, and you've got these like these warring groups of people here, I guess. For a world called Peacekeepers, they're not doing a great job at keeping the peace. But yeah, we'll just kill all these soldier guys here, and yeah, this cannon Spyro can kind of push it with his horns here, and then he can light the fuse and blow stuff up, which is kind of neat. That's kind of you know, I like whenever the game does stuff like that. Again, just those environmental puzzles, which I wish they would do more of in the sequel. Well, not the sequel, but in you know, sequel games to whatever comes after. Now that they've remade the trilogy, hopefully they're hard at work on a fourth Spyro game here. Now this here, we might have to censor this. We might get demonetized here. These guys went running into their huts. I was afraid they would cut this out of the remake. Now that everything's so politically correct, I thought they might be, you know, they might go a little too woke. But no, they still keep intact. We get to see these guys waving their butt cheeks, mooning us here. Is this guy gonna do it? Yeah, there he goes, showing us his little booty there. Are you gonna do it? Come on. Look, I might not kill you if you just, you know what we want you to do. There you go. Hey, what was that? What a tease. That was just a half a second. There we go. Yeah, that's going on the old OnlyFans. But anyway, yeah, that's. I did kind of wonder before the game came out, like, are they going to keep that in, or are they going to cut that out? But yeah, I guess it obviously they left it in there. So I'm not sure what the ESRB rating on this game is, if it's E or E10. I imagine it might be E10, but I don't know. I haven't really haven't looked to see. We'll just burn down all these tents here, make sure we're not missing anything. Any guys hiding inside? We got Magnus. Yeah, he looks like a Magnus, all right.
Sparks the Dragonfly has been
a lot of magnitude. He's got a lot of girth about him.
Keeping strong by feeding him lots.
Man, that is a voluptuous dragon. This is a. So far, this world, the Peacekeepers, is ending up being a lot more erotic than I thought it was going to be here. I don't know what the deal is with this. There's like an invisible wall here. I think you can stand on it at certain parts. Yeah, like, this is something weird. I always thought maybe they were going to patch this out or something, but they never did. There's just this weird invisible wall. They're like the hitbox, the collision was just all off, and so we're just kind of, they're floating in midair. How do they do that? Another SpongeBob reference, obligatory. Got to have one of those per episode. Seems to be the quota here. Yeah, like I was saying at the end of the last episode, I don't know if I'm gonna necessarily. You know, I wanted, at least for our first episode, I like how I had that giant matchstick there to light the fuse. That's kind of a fun little detail. Is there anything we can blow up with this? Yes, that big giant target that was right behind me. I lost my train of thought there for a second. Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily will be. Okay, we need a different cannon for that. If we'll necessarily be doing the whole world in this episode. We'll beat the whole world in this playthrough. Beat the whole world. Okay, that's enough of that. But yeah, we'll just play and just see how far we can get. We'll probably call it after about maybe 40 minutes of record time, or maybe a little less. I don't know. It's a very interesting named level here. Dr. Shimp. I don't know what Shimp is supposed to mean, but it sounds like a slur. It sounds very derogatory. I would be personally very offended if someone came up to me and was like, "Sup, Shimp?" Like, That's just not cool. Like, you take that back. Like, that seems like a word with just deep-rooted hatred that, like, some group of people would take some serious offense to. Like, you do not call me a shimp. But anyway, maybe it's like a combination of like simp and I don't know, a shrimp. So just a very weak, scrawny simp. It's a shimp. I don't know. Maybe it's a she simp. That's hard to say. A woman who's simping for men. Maybe she's a shimp. I don't know. That's enough talking about all this bullshit. We'll just keep on going here. Rescued Gunner.
Well done, Spyro.
Oh my God!
Keep up the good work, and I know you'll fulfill your
This
destiny.
guy's kind of terrified.
I just want to kick some.
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure.
He does not want to hear any swear words, though. He probably didn't appreciate me almost making a swear with Shimp there. But man, that guy had some gnarly teeth. I would not want to mess with that guy. He is not a Shimp, I'll tell you that. Whatever a Shimp is, it ain't that guy. But yeah, there's some secret gems we can get here. And again, like with the last world when we were in the Artisans, this is just the hub area. My phone beeped. This is very unprofessional. Let me turn it down real quick. Let's mute it. That way that doesn't happen again. Shut up. Okay. No more distractions, hopefully. But yeah, we'll glide over here, and there's should be a secret. I think there's the chest we can open with that key that we got a moment ago. I love the music in this area. I know I said that at the start, but bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum I know I'm not in sync with it at all, because as always I can only hear so well because I got to keep it turned down. That way it doesn't pick up the double audio on the Mac. This is always kind of a weird thing. You can burn these cactuses, these cacti, and they just kind of shake it off. So I don't know if these are sentient cactuses, if I'm like, if I'm not murdering but torturing a living creature here that is capable of feeling pain and anguish. But yeah, I remember, so I have the Switch version of this game, which is a pretty decent port, but I know like some of these rock textures I remember on the Switch are like extremely low resolution, like it's just very, almost like a Nintendo 64 texture or something, just very blocky looking. On the whole, the Switch version looks decent, but I don't like, the frame rate can be kind of spotty, so that's one of the reasons we're playing this on the PlayStation version. Even though, as my channel name would suggest, I am a hardcore Nintendo fanatic. I'm missing something here. What's the cannon I need to blow up that thing over there? Is there another cannon over here? No. Yes, maybe. No. Okay, hold on. Give me a second here. I'll figure out. I'll find this cannon. This cannon has eluded me for the last time. It's not this one all the way over here, is it? Can this one reach? I really don't remember. Let's go for it and see what happens here. This will be a good location to have a Mexican standoff. Bwah, bwah, bwah. Bwah, bwah, bwah. As you can hear, my whistling is not the best. I got a 6-year-old nephew, and he can whistle way better than I can. I don't know how he whistles that loud. Where's the cannon that blows this thing up? What am I missing here? I'm so confused. Because this one can't read. Can I change the angle? I can't, can I? That went like a mile over it last time I shot it. How did I change the trajectory? What did I do? Yeah, see, look how... Does it just depend on where you've got your shot lined up? I'm so confused. I don't know, but we got it. I don't know what this purple toxic ooze is supposed to be. Like some kind of poison. I don't know what. It's got fumes emitting from it, so we probably shouldn't be standing here breathing it all in. Oh yeah. Yeah, if it wasn't purple, I would say maybe it's some kind of like fossil fuel or something, like some tar pits, but where it's purple, I don't know. We'll go into the ice cavern level here. This is one of my favorite levels in the game. I don't know why. It's just kind of which is kind of cool. No pun intended. Yeah, I like the aesthetic of it. I like the music. It's very mysterious, kind of. I don't know. It's just got a unique vibe to it. It's kind of weird that it's in the canyon world when all the other levels are themed around like hot, arid desert environments. But yeah, let's take a look at the skybox on this one. Is this that's not the best skybox. You can kind of see the Aurora Borealis, but I feel like they could have done a little bit better with it there. Aurora Borealis. Aurora Borealis, concentrated entirely, or at this time of year and this time of day, concentrated entirely in your kitchen. Yes. May I see it? No. I probably misquoted that. I haven't seen all that much Simpsons. Oh, well, we're dead. Outside of the, I've seen some clips here and there. The steamed hams meme. That's one. I wasn't allowed, to watch as a kid growing up. But I don't know. Maybe it'd be worth going back and watching the earlier seasons. I know people say it's kind of one of those shows like SpongeBob or any other number of shows. I've heard Family Guy has a similar problem, where as the seasons went on, the writing just went way downhill. So yeah, I don't know, but maybe someday I'll watch the first few seasons. I never watched King of the Hill either. I should watch that sometime. Oh, dang it, Bobby!
Caution, little one.
That boy ain't
Wait
right.
until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
We're charging those large enemies. But yeah, that guy had a sword and a shield strapped to his arm, which is kind of interesting there. I don't know why he would need that as a dragon, because he's got the horns that can impale. He's got the fire breath, so I don't know. It seems a little redundant to me, a little superfluous. It's the word of the day to put on your word of the day calendar. Superfluous. Anyway, here we're just chugging along through this level here. Kill these guys wearing the little, what do you call those, like Russian kind of hats, or maybe that's more Inuit than Russian. Totter. I don't know how you say your name.
Spyro, some big Norse
Trevally. He's got Rivali's bow and arrow.
And in the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
Now, I spent forever looking for the last gems in this level whenever I first played the remake, and I didn't realize. I thought these were just decoration. You got to ram into these. Can the flame work? No, you got to ram into those. So yeah, I ran around for ages trying to find that. And also, there's a secret we can get only get from gliding over here. So let's go ahead and get this, and then we'll go back and get all the treasure that we missed here. This level kind of requires some backtracking. There's some branching paths where you can't really get it all in one go necessarily, and you have to kind of go back and forth. Got Andor. The name sounds familiar. I feel like we already saved an Andor or something close to it. What did he say? Thank you for releasing me. I didn't quite catch what he said. I had a little hard time hearing it there. But I know there are a lot of dragons that all they have to say is "Thank you for releasing me." And I think that might have been what that guy said. I feel like they added more dialogue though, to maybe not as many of them say that. But yeah, there's a good number of dragons in the original game that just say "Thank you for releasing me," and then they just leave. It's like, all right, that's kind of not that helpful. Not that we really need any tips. At least I don't, where I've played this game, so many times. But it's kind of nice to just have the interactions there. It's nice whenever the voice acting crops up. And this is the enemy that one dragon was talking about, where he's impervious to our flame, where he's where he's got that metal armor on him. But we can ram him and cause him to slide off the ice there and kill him that way. Let's take a look. See what we got back over this way here. Got a few more gems there. Got some gems over here. I keep killing the bats, thinking they're enemies, when they're just kind of like the sheep or whatever else that just refills our health, like the chickens and stuff like that. So I should probably quit killing them, but I'm not doing it on purpose. I forget that they're good and that I need to save them. Okay, so there's a chest over there. That might be the one that we got our key for. How do we get over there? Probably over this way. let's find back there again. We don't want to go that way. Let's just continue along this way for now. Maybe that wraps back around. I forget. Let's see. I've played this game countless times, but I still don't know it as well as, like, say, Mario 64, for example. I know it pretty well, but not. I wouldn't say I quite know it like the back of my hand. I know it like the back of my head. I'm familiar with it, but unless I've got two mirrors, I don't see back there very often. So but yeah, I think let's see how many gems we need to get. 400. So we're only about halfway done with this level. We got Ulrich, Todor, and Andor. I don't know how they came up with their dragon names, but most of them sound very Nordic to me. Just like I could see, like, a bunch of Vikings being named, kind of like in How to Train Your Dragon or something, which is fitting because dragons. I wonder if Hiccup and Spyro would get along, if he'd be able to tame Spyro. Got these guys throwing snowballs at us here. It's kind of a cute little thing there. Didn't stop us from murdering him though. Who we got here? Who's this guy? Asher. Asher and Smasher and Masher and Blasher, Crasher and Dasher and the Hash-slinging Slasher. But do you recall, Jeff? Alright, let's get back to the game. Do we have... Okay, yeah, we got some more guys over here. And then I think I saw a pathway that wraps around to where we were trying to get earlier. But we'll save that, I guess. I don't know. We'll just pick a path and go down it. We've already committed to going this way. Let's get all the gems here, and then we will go back around here. Yep, I believe that's all we can get here. So now, let us hop up here. Carefully platform across. What do you call these things? Like on a castle, like the little parts that's build up like that. I don't even know how to describe these. What do you call these? Is there a word for it? I need a castle enthusiast to leave a comment and tell me. Those bats keep catching me off guard. I keep thinking I'm about to get hurt. Yeah, I've never known what those are called, like on the top of the castle walls or whatever, the little angular, I don't know if angular is the right word, but the little raised elevations at the end there. It's, I guess, good for scouting out and being able to hide behind when you're shooting arrows from your from a safe vantage point or whatever. Yeah, making pretty good progress through this level here. This is kind of on the longer side. This is a bit of a longer level. And it's not even really so much that there's more gems than the average level. It's just kind of, again, there's just so many different branching paths and stuff that it gets a little bit, you kind of have to go down these paths multiple times to get everything, which isn't as cumbersome as it is in Crash Bandicoot, because like I talked about as I ranted, multiple times in that playthrough, whenever you have to backtrack and you're going back toward the camera, that would probably be a good time to kill those bat guys. Now that I've realized that they're not evil, now I'm just completely ignoring them, going from one extreme to the other. Okay, I was making sure there isn't anything down there. I was like, is that a deep hole? But no, that's just filled with purple, more of that toxic ooze stuff we were whiffing earlier. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Okay, here we go. Let's go over to this fella. Is he over this way, I think? Kill that dude. Oh, look out for his snowballs. You don't want to get hit by that guy's snowballs. Ragnar. Rescued Thor, now Ragnar.
Well,
I feel like there's a pun there. Thor, Ragnar, Rock, or something. I don't know.
I knew they were.
He's got smoke coming out of his nose. It's interesting.
Ready for what?
And it makes sense, I guess. He breathes fire, but I don't know. Is he getting a dose of nicotine off that? Imagine if people smoked with their nostrils. They just like put it in one nostril and just puffed out the other. I feel like that could be a funny cartoon character. Now let's see. Where are the remaining gems that we're missing here? I feel like, is there another way in here that I'm missing? I feel like let's get Sparks. I keep forgetting he can point us in the right direction. Let's get our dragonfly buddy out here. Okay, yeah, so he's pointing over that way. So what do we need to do? Do we need to platform onto these, maybe? I need to get over... Is that back at the... I think that's back at the start. Or toward the start. How do we get there? What's the quickest, most efficient method? Guess we just sprint. We'll just run for it. Listen to Spyro's pitter-patter of his little claws on the ice here. Got our Spyro ASMR going on. Okay, yeah, so there's some gems, but now how did we get up here? Because there doesn't seem to be... Oh, why did I not see this? I didn't think we could jump up here. I thought, like, I just saw it from a weird angle and thought, like... I don't know what I thought. I was so confused. I was like, that doesn't seem right to me. It wasn't how I remember it being, but okay, that makes a lot more sense now. So yeah, I think hopefully this will be all the gems and we're not missing any. 70. Fingers crossed there's 30 in here. Yeah, and we are golden. And I don't think, if I'm not mistaken, we'd have to get back to the end of the level there. I think we can just go through the pause menu and back out from there. Yeah, let's do this. I had to lean a little bit to see around my monitor where I'm recording this here. But the adventure continues. You darn right it does. This episode's not over yet. This episode ain't over. I would say till the fat lady sings, but I guess that's not politically correct anymore. So it's not over until the voluptuous damsel enlightens us with her song. That sounds less offensive, right? I don't know. Not as voluptuous as that Magnus guy we saved earlier, though. He was magnificent. Anyway, where am I heading now? Excuse me. We got Clifftown. That's a decent one. There was another canyon-y level over here somewhere. I think I missed it. Where was it at? Did I not pass it up? I thought I passed it up, but... Oh, here it is. Dry Canyon. Very matter-of-fact name. Hey, let's, what do you think we should name our Dry Canyon level, Steve? Oh, I don't know, Dale. Maybe we could call it a Dry Canyon, eh? I don't know why I'm giving them Canadian voices when Spyro wasn't made in Canada, but, you know, it's just what we're gonna do, eh? There is a YouTuber, though, named Canadian Guy A, who, spelled with 2 H's, who posts a bunch of videos about Spyro and Crash. That's like his whole thing. It's basically Spyro and Crash Bandicoot coverage. He's a pretty good source to follow for just like news and gaming updates and things like that. It's not necessarily... I don't know if I want to say mainstream. Like, I've got plenty of other news sources I can go to for Nintendo-related, you know, announcements and updates and things like that. But Spyro and Crash is a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more niche. I know they're popular series, but you don't see a lot of people reporting on news about those series necessarily. But he's got some pretty good stuff out there worth watching. And supposedly he did a video talking about where he has some, allegedly, some insider information that they are working on a proper Spyro 4 is in development, but only just started development back in January, so we probably won't be seeing that game for probably another year or something before we ever get like a trailer or anything, and maybe another couple years before it comes out, which is kind of a shame. You like to think that Activision would have been, you know, working on a new Spyro all this time after the success of the Reignited trilogy, which I think sold maybe over like 10 million units or something like that, maybe even more than that. I think the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy sold like 20 million. Conan, oh my god, it's Conan O'Brien, guys.
Oh, thank you for releasing me, Spyro.
You're welcome, Conan. You're my favorite talk show host. Much better than Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon. I don't like guys named Jimmy. No, I don't really watch a lot of like Saturday Night Live or stuff like that, but I do prefer Conan. He's probably my favorite of the bunch. He's a lot more funny than like I don't really get into Jimmy I always get the Jimmys mixed up. Jimmy, let's see. Not the one that has a beard but sometimes shaves it, but the other Jimmy that kind of acts like a child, for lack of a better word. Which I'm not the biggest fan of either of those, but whichever one it is, Jimmy Kennel, I guess I don't know. I should look this up. I don't know my pop culture. I don't know what. Whichever one it is that kind of acts like a child, I don't really find him particularly funny. I think it's a little I don't know, a little cringe. But then again, a lot of people probably say that I'm pretty cringe, so, you know, different strokes for different folks. That guy's holding a bomb with a skull on it. That is concerning. Yeah, I joked in the first episode that we were committing murder, but now it looks like we might be committing mass terrorism. Why does he have a bomb? But okay, let's look around here. Kill these vultures. I think I was talking about this in our Crash video. I don't know what the difference is between a vulture, a buzzard, and a what's the third one? There's another one that's like a bird that's out in the desert that eats like corpses and stuff. What am I thinking? Vulture, buzzard. It'll come to me. It'll come to just give me a minute here. I'll think of it. There's a chest. We don't have the key for that, so let's not go over there just yet. I think the key, is it over? No, it's not over here. I guess we'll have to come back to this area. I forget exactly where it's at. Yeah, I don't know. It's not coming to me. Buzzard, a vulture, and there was a third one. I don't know how you distinguish between them. I guess maybe they vary in size. Maybe some of them's a lot larger than the others. But yeah, I brought this up in the Crash playthrough. I don't know the difference. Also, I made a good lord, where did that guy come from? Oh my god, he just ruined my day. He did not like me getting him mixed up with the other kind. He found that very racist and offensive, I guess, that I think that all desert birds look alike. But anyway, gosh, talk about a jump scare. Yeah, I made a critical error. That bird completely distracted me from what I was saying, and I really showed my my ignorance in a episode of my Crash playthrough where I was talking about the animal like a quail, and saying how I didn't know what a quail was. I was like, is it a fish? I think it's a fish, maybe. And it's been brought to my attention that it is not a fish. A quail is indeed a bird. So now I look like a big idiot. So that's always fun. In my defense, though, I didn't major in biology. That's not my area of expertise. I majored in English, which, granted, you could argue that that it's a word that's found in Webster's dictionary or whatever. So I should know it even as an English major. And to that I say, good sir, you're probably right. I'm sorry. I'll try to do better in the future. I could put out an apology video. Just do a dramatic sigh, take a long pause. Alright, I think we're getting close. I'm guessing, is this another level with 400? Yep, 400 gems. We're also missing some dragons, but there's one right there. So we'll get this guy. What's your name? Boris. I am Boris. Boris Strovanovsky. I am Russian. Russian is homeland. My horn was cut off, so now I am no longer as horny as I used to be. They make some products for that. I'm thinking about trying some Viagra to see if it makes me horny again. But okay, that's enough. Which I want to keep this PG, but at the same time I want to be funny, and it's hard to be funny without getting just a little suggestive. So yeah. What have we got over here? Okay, so we circled back around to this way. What do I need to do to get up to there? I'm trying to remember here. Link, please try to remember. Been asleep for 100 years. I didn't get old during any of that time. due to some sort of Deus Ex Machina. I don't know. It's something to do with Goddess Hylia's magic inside of me. I'm not really entirely sure, Lincoln. Doesn't really make any sense, but the developers of my game don't really care about the overarching story and how much sense it makes. Anyway. Okay, here we go. This is where we needed to be. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Right, poison. Poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. I still don't know where that key is. Where's the key that we needed for that that chest? Where is Sparks gonna lead me to? Well, which way are you pointing me? He's got me going up that way, then back over that way. I don't know. Let's just look around here. I have confusion. One time my dad, so he's not the best at drive-thrus. Bless his heart. He gets nervous. He struggles when we go through the drive-thru, especially if he's ordering for the whole family. And one time, I don't know, it just made me think of this while I was talking about being confused. But we were all saying what we wanted or whatever, and he's going, no, one at a time, one at a time. And he said he wasn't saying this to be funny. This was not ironically at all. But he said, "You know how confusing I is." I thought that was pretty good. I think he was trying to say how confused he gets or whatever. He said, "You know how confusing I is." I don't know. That was there's a lot of stories of him trying to order things at drive-thrus and it not going particularly well. What am I missing here? So there's some way we got to make a weird jump to get up there. Let me okay, I think I know maybe what we need to do here. This is where it's kind of helpful to have the mini-map. I should probably be paying more attention to it. Because a lot of times you'll have to make some kind of obscure jumps. It's been very tricky to figure out back in the day. I think if we just hang left here. Yeah, we hang left, we land here on the comfort and safety of this precarious little cliffside here. Rescue... I don't know what it said that guy's name was, but he's got a beefy neck. Good lord. Man, I talked about that other guy having a lot of testosterone, but his Adam's apple must be the size. He's got a Adam's pineapple. He's got a Adam's watermelon in there. But anyway, I think, is there anything on top of these, whatever you call these? I still don't know what these things on top of a castle are called. But let's go back because we've got our key now, and go back to that other area where we can glide across and get our little chest that we can open here. So let's see. Sea critters need a watch, waffles. Sandy, I need water. That's right. Use a sea critter. Okie dokie, more water for the sea critter. It's 2 SpongeBob references this episode, I think. 2 things that won't work. Now it's 3. Oh no, that's 3. I just gotta act natural. How many can we go? Get a world record, the Guinness World Record for the most SpongeBob references consecutively in a YouTube episode. Can we make this? Ooh, yeah, we're not going to get enough height off that. That's where it pays to have in Spyro 2 and 3, like I was talking about, where he does that extra little kick or whatever to get just a little bit more height at the tail end of his flight path there. But yeah, let's try that one more time. Was it this way? Honestly, don't remember now that we died how to get back there. I should probably, if we stand on the little pedestals or whatever, the little panel where we saved a dragon at. Next time we die, we should spawn back there. Where was it at? Was there one? Was it inside here? Yeah, this is where the bomb guy. That's where the terrorist was, which was a little concerning, a little bit unnerving. Yeah. So now, if we die, we should spawn right back here. Let's try again if we can make that jump. I didn't even. Okay, yeah, we need to do it from up here. I was gonna say I didn't even come close at all that last time. That's because we didn't have enough height behind it, I think. We needed to be up here. Do a little charge to get some extra distance there. And we are golden. And hopefully this will do it for us here. And we'll have all of our all of our gems for this level, and we might wrap the episode up there. Yeah, 25. Come on, yeah. We are all good, yes. So let's exit the level. We've only really done like 2 levels, and then I guess also kind of the hub area, but we've already been recording for 35 minutes, so we'll maybe do one more. Maybe we could fight that Dr. Shimp guy. I think that's kind of a short one. Dr. Shimp, medicine woman. I don't know. I don't know why I made a reference to that. But let's exit the level. Is that like a Hallmark thing? I want to say that Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. Is that a Hallmark show? Is that the one with what's her name? Becky from Full House. What's her real name? Oh, it'll come to me one of these days. I hate forgetting things when I'm recording. I think I put pressure on myself. You got pressure to try to remember, but it's like you can't just stop and think, because you gotta go. You gotta be entertaining. You gotta be commentating. Rebecca's name is. So we got Clifftown, and we got the flying one too. I forgot about the stupid flying one. Yeah, but let's do Dr. Shimp over here. What is her name? I know she got into some trouble over the whole college admission scandal thing. It was kind of a big deal, and spent some time in jail over that, which I don't know. I don't know too much about that story. I'd have to dig a little deeper. Maybe I shouldn't go too into my thoughts on that here, but I feel like okay, there's another pretty skybox. You got that solar eclipse going on. That is lovely right there. Again, the skyboxes in this game are so good. We've not even got to some of the best ones. But I don't know. I feel like the dean of the school, or whoever it was, definitely should have gone to jail for fraud or whatever. But I don't know. I feel like, in a way, and I get it. It's kind of cheating. She still cheated the system and everything because they had the money to afford that. But and making them pay extra tuition, I feel like in some ways you could kind of argue that maybe the family was still kind of a victim in the situation. I don't know. I don't want to get too because I feel like I'll probably make people mad. Open up a conversation about that. But like I don't know if she should have necessarily served jail time for that. Was it her and her husband? Yeah, I mean for the dean guy, like definitely, like you shouldn't be doing that. But like I mean, I don't know, like if someone told you that like if you pay extra admission, even though your student doesn't normally qualify, will enroll. Like I feel like there's a lot of parents who, meaning well, wanting their kid to be in the best school possible, would maybe take them up on that. Maybe even not realize that it's like a legal thing. I don't know. Again, I don't know that much about the situation. I could be way off base. They could have been fully aware that it was illegal to do that, and I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know. I'm just gonna stop talking because again, it's kind of people are so touchy. You can't have opinions without people getting real mad at you.
Dr. Shimp thinks he's so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over.
Thinks he's so
I'll tell
cool.
you one thing. He should watch his back.
He should watch his back. So yeah, that's kind of a hint there that you gotta beat this guy. You gotta burn him in the back. But let's see what's over. Okay, we can't. That's back where we came from. Is there anything? Yeah, let's get this treasure down here real quick. Kill this lady with the pineapple head. I never knew her name as a kid. I still don't know what she's supposed to be called. But as a kid, I always referred to her as Big Mama, and that's what I'll continue to call her, Big Mama, with that big ladle. I feel like it's an appropriate name. She sends those enemies after you. She gives them kind of like a slap on the rump or something, and then they go charging at you. So she's kind of a mama. She spanks. This is getting a little weird. Let's change the conversation again. From controversial, we're going from controversial and getting borderline political to getting just weird. Just wait for this guy to turn around so we can roast his carcass. Okay, we've burned him one time. There's a lot of butts in this game. A lot of cheeky fellows in the world of Spyro the Dragon. I don't know why, but as a kid, this guy always kind of reminded me of my papa. I don't know why. I guess just his body type and like I don't know. I don't know why I thought that. But I need to get back on the platform here. Again, these bosses are kind of just like whatever. He turns around. I need to hit him when he spins around here, and yeah, and then he just runs away. You just do it 3 times, rinse and repeat. They've only got like 1 or 2 attacks. It's not very satisfying. Even the end of the game, the main boss is just extreme. Like when we fight Nasty Nork at the end, it's just a huge pushover. We should stop doing this dumb little animations here. Like, yeah, we get it, buddy. Real threatening there. Alright, so this level is a pretty short one. There's the end right there. Again, any of these boss levels are always pretty short. This will probably have our 25 gems here, and then we can, yeah, we got 300 out of 300. 100% level complete. I always wait for that to show up before I exit the level, just in case we're missing a dragon or something. But yeah, we should be all good. So let's exit this level. That's made quick work. Dr. Shimp. It still just sounds so wrong. Dr. Shimp. No, I don't want to quit the whole game. Just exit the level. There you go. So yeah, we've been recording about 41 minutes. We've got 1 more regular level in this world, and then also the gliding level. So if we were to go ahead and do that now, you're talking probably over an hour-long video. And I want to keep these relatively short. You know, if I ever do a playthrough of like an RPG or something, those are pretty long games, so maybe those would be maybe around an hour length. But for a 3D platformer like this, 30 to 40 minutes is kind of the sweet spot I'm trying to aim for. So I think we will call this episode here. We will finish up the Peacekeepers world in the next episode, and then probably have a little bit of time to get started on the next world, which is, I forget the name of it. I forget the name. The Magic Crafters, I think. Yeah, I think it's the Magic Crafters. It's kind of like this. You're kind of in the Alps. It's kind of this alpine area. It's kind of got some snow. That snow level we played earlier, it should have been there. I don't know why it's here in World 2 with the desert stuff. I guess it's a nice change of pace, so you're not just looking at dry, dusty, dreary desert stuff. This desert's dry as Satan's calluses, I tell you what. But anyway, that's going to be enough for this episode, so thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you'll stay tuned for part 3. Feel free to hit the thumbs up, give this video a like if you want, and, you know, or dislike if you hated it. I don't care. We're just doing this for fun. Who cares? It's a, you know, learning experience. Bless you, Spyro. Spyro, I think, just sneezed there. But, yeah, I will catch you guys on the next time. On the next time. I'll catch you guys next time. Why did I say on the next? That didn't make any sense. Okay. Peace out, guys. Take care.